What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today guys, we have got some fun stuff going on. We're going to be building our next team for some Foot Champs gameplay. But before we get into that, I've got 24 relatively big packs saved up. I'm going to show you where I'm at with a few of those things. So we've got a Jumbo Gold pack, 3 Jumbo Premiums, Premium Gold pack, or Premium Gold Players pack, should I say. Small Gold times 3. Small Prime Gold times 3. Small Rare Gold times 2. A Mega, a couple of Electrums, a Prime Electrum, a Rare Electrum, a Small Prime, 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 a Rare Mixed. And there you go. That's our 24 pack. So what have I done? I've done plenty of League SBCs. I'm in a position now where for the Bundesliga, I just need to do Bayern Munich, which aren't expensive per se. I just do them last all the time. And I need to do Paderborn and Union Berlin, who are now very, very expensive. And so I'm not going to finish off the Bundesliga until we build our Bundesliga squad for a squad for champs. I've then done French League until I've got one team left, and the one team left is Dijon. And again, they're super expensive. And so until I build my French League squad, I don't need to come in and get that Cyprien. I've still got to do the MLS, and then we've done the Syria up to 19 teams. We've just got Brescia to go. I've got 2 of the Brescia Silvers at like 15k each, so I'm a decent portion there. But this is like a 70k squad right now. You can see I'm down to 52,000 coins, and the rest of it are done. But I do want to complete Syria today. We're going to take that Verdi, and we're going to build a Syria squad today, which is what we're going to do for some more champs games. I've spent about 110,000 coins on these packs. So obviously I had some cards in the club already. The idea is to put all those cards back into the club, which we should do generally speaking. And then outside of that, the idea is to try and make some of that 100-ish or 110,000 coins back. Now, consumables will be a big chunk of that. And we are going to be putting the consumables in the club for the time being, and going from there. So from the bad packs, the aim is quite simply to try and get any Brescia or Dijon silvers, or any Union Berlin or Paderborn silvers, right? So we're going to go and do these Electrums, small rare mixed and all of the good stuff. We're going to get our first board out of this as well. It's going to be an inform. Let's go. That's 10,000 coins of our 100-ish thousand coins back. So that is a great start. It's Carlos Tevez in form. That's not bad, is it? Good League SBC cards back again. A Liga NOS card, 2 championship cards, and an MLS card. Just nice. It's just nice. Guys, hope you guys are having fun. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. It's so weird how it takes me in my own mind to be like, I need a way from the road to glory, to find the motivation and the discipline, I suppose, to keep plowing on through it. That's real nice. Oh, Granada, that's nice, isn't it? Okay, he's not too nice. And it's just crazy for me, man, because there is something in me that does regret a little bit spending probably about 1.2 to 1.5 million coins on promo packs. You know, obviously I'd prefer to have those coins back right now. We did pack some stuff. We probably made 50%-ish of our coins back off of those promo packs. As we get another board here, that's nice. It's not a walkout, it's just a board. But at the same time, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. What do we get there? Tadic and Zapata. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now if it wasn't for me going through the kind of mind F that I've gone through to get here. So, you know, on the one hand, I'm a bit frustrated with myself that I spent those coins. But then again, on the other hand, you know, I'm happy with where we're at. Now, let me go on to the Road to Glory video whilst we're opening these packs and get some comments. So a Rare Electrum Players pack up next. So there was actually some comments about... that's not a board. There was actually some comments about the non-meta Premier League team that I built. And the reason why I say it's non-meta, I'll actually go and show you guys. That's fantastic. Oh, that is fantastic. Is the Leganes cards expensive? They're not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4 league cards there, which is nice. But yeah, there was some people basically just didn't agree that this Premier League team was non-meta. And whilst sure, there are some high-end meta players in there. The full team itself, definitely, in my opinion, isn't. So when we look at the players that I've got, Moise Kean is not meta. Mesut Ozil is not meta. Fabian Schär, he's good, but he's not meta, you know. Who did we have? We had David Luiz, and we had... Who did I have at centre mid? I didn't have Madison, did I? Who did I have at centre mid? I had Doucouré. So, yeah, we had our setup like that, right? With David Luiz and Doucouré. Now, Doucouré, again, he's good, but he's just not meta. Like, Kante is meta. Fabinho, to a degree, is meta. Icons are meta. Like, yes, De Bruyne is meta and very good. The backline is a bit weird. It's hard to say meta or not, but even Tierney, you don't see him all the time. He's not common. Like, I suppose what I meant by meta when I said meta is this is just not a very common team. You don't see Shaqiri much. You don't see Ozil much. You don't see Moise Kean much. You don't see Fabian Schär much. That's 4 players. You don't see Doucouré much. That's 5 players. James is very good. He's very good. Is he meta? I suppose high pace, high agility, high balance. You can't really argue that. But I suppose I suppose using the term non-meta potentially was the wrong terminology. What I was more going for was unique or uncommon. An uncommon Premier League squad. Just trying to use certain players that never used before, and then bringing on Player of the Month Vardy and Player of the Month Pukki, bringing on that Maddison. You know, more players that just don't get used at this stage in the game, and having them. Oh, that's nice, Sampdoria and Gil Vicente there, and having them in the squad. So that was kind of the aim, I suppose. And you could probably tell by the way I've just shown you those. I haven't actually recorded the end of the last episode yet, which was us finishing off that Premier League squad's games, and going from there. There's another couple of. I mean, just constant League SBC cards is nice. I'm really happy that I'm not getting many duplicates here as well. So obviously I have about 6,200 players in the club right now. There's no nothing there. So yeah. So and then Mario says, I like watching you play with this team. Something different, not non-meta, but I see where you're coming from. And I think that's probably the perfect comment to kind of describe what I meant. I'll concede maybe using the term non-meta wasn't necessarily the perfect term, but that's that's where I was going from. King Wally says, yes, Nep, this has been a long time coming. Good to see you trying to get the fun back. This game is so taxing. That's Sampdoria silver. That's really nice. This game is so taxing. It's very refreshing to see a fun squad and less sweat. Keep it up, bro. And on that note, which you would have seen in the last episode, I don't know what my record's going to be after the 6 games that we used with the Premier League squad, but after 3 games, I was 2-1. I lost my second game. I won my third game. And using the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow definitely isn't the smartest thing from me. It's just not a formation I particularly like all that much. These players barely sell, that's crazy. Even this Correa card, like, if I even get 900 coins from him, that would be counted as a win. We get an Utrecht player. Not bad. And I think in terms of the League SBC cards, like I say, like some of the squads right now have gone through the roof. Like a couple of the French League squads, a couple of the Italian League squads, and a couple of the Bundesliga squads have just gone through the roof. And it's because of these added League SBC cards have made loads of people go into them, which has really crushed the silver. Wow, we've got a couple of Gil Vicente cards there. Yeah, it's really crushed the supply of the silver cards, and of course, with the demand going higher and the supply remaining the same, it doesn't create a good world. I also saw Marshall comment on the video just now as well. Marshall, good to see you in the video, pal. He says, this was refreshing. Been trying to change my approach to the game for a while. This helped, and it is crazy. Like one of the things that's helped me change my approach a lot. Again, from a tweet I put out yesterday, and is generally just because of the reward set from Foot Champs, but Foot Champs rewards are unbelievably behind everything else in this game. We get League SBCs. You can just generate packs as much as you want, as quick as you want. All of the other SBCs that come out offer great players to you. Whether it's Player of the Month Messi, Neymar, Haaland, whether it's the Moments Hazard or Sané, whether it's the Icon SBC that came out, you know, whether it's season objectives or the players that we grind for, whatever it may be. It's so easy, as we get another board here, it's so easy to get a big team. And then the rewards from champs are still informs, still red informs that, like in previous years, I used to have a look at, oh, that's really nice. I sent it forward to Camcard. That's another 5k back. I used to look at people's teams, and when I'd see a red inform, I'd be like, oh crap. Now you just don't care, or not even that you just don't care. You just don't see them unless it's a Messi or a Ronaldo or a Neymar, or an Mbappe or a Van Dijk. Pretty much that, maybe a Kante or something like that. You just do not see red informs, and it goes to show just how far behind the curve the team that the Foot Champs rewards are, and you know, to a degree, to an extent, the rivals and champs rewards, because again, they're just packs, right? With all of these new promo cards, with everything that EA have done to make it really, really easy to generate coins and cards and so on and so forth. It just, for me, it's like there needs to be a bigger reason to play champs. And so because of the fact that there is no good reason to play champs, it makes it a far more relaxed mode no matter what. Because as I said to you guys, if I wanted to sweat it out, I know I can get elite. We've proven it a couple of times this year already. It's no big deal, you know, especially considering the fact that I've only played the full weekend league 4 times and I've hit 22 wins twice and 23 wins twice. That's where I'm at. Now, because of the way the form system works, even if I use fun teams or like older teams or non-meta teams or whatever, I will still almost definitely hit 20 wins regardless, just because 20 and 10 is only a plus 10 form and 22 and 8 is a plus 14 form, while like generally wildly different quality of player. So I'm in that position where, because it doesn't matter where you hit or where you go or what you get, it's just fun to start experimenting with the players and the teams that are on offer, seeing who plays how, and almost not treating it quite like draft, but not too dissimilar from draft. You know, building a team, playing a couple of games with that team, you know, maybe 4 or 5 games. The aim will be to play 5 games. Like I suppose playing 6 games would make sense, and just building 5 teams per weekend. And playing 6 games with each team, but ultimately playing 5 or 6 games and then changing team. Now the problem is, compared to draft, obviously you don't have to pay to enter, but also, well, we got some more trade pass space here. Yes, yeah, you don't have to pay to enter like you do with draft, but you also don't get an immediate reward. So you have to wait till Thursday, and then once again, you know, if I finish gold 1, all it's going to be is 2 100k packs and a couple of red cards, which is terrible. It really is. It's really just not worth the time. But that's why it is now in a mode where we can comfortably say, hey, we can have fun with this mode. Or maybe, you know, FIFA is FIFA, right? Gameplay is not always fun, no matter how hard you try to make it fun. But what we can do is build fun teams and try our best to have as much fun as possible. And so that's exactly what we're doing. So we've got 6 packs to go, 2 more prime golds, 2 rare golds. We haven't really hit much out of all of these packs. I didn't expect like walkout after walkout after walkout, but I did think we'd hit, you know, some nice cards. We've hit a couple of good silvers and a couple of, well, I think we've literally got 2 boards, Falcao and Tadic. I'm pretty sure that's all we've got by way of boards and stuff. We hit an informed NepentheZ as well, so I suppose that's a board. But yeah, ultimately we're lacking a little bit with regards to what we're hitting here. I mean, we are filling the club right back up again. And I was looking at the league SBCs. Now, I know I've got just the expensive teams to do, and I've actually got to the point now where I think I've got about 5 or maybe even 6 league SBCs that are just 1 or 2 teams away from being finished or finished. I've got the Turkish League, the Liga NOS, and the Chinese League completely done. So I can just turn those last teams in and go again. Like, I'm hoping that EA will re-release, you know, add new players there. But if they don't, I'll just have to like go and do it again and get to the same point again. But yeah, we're in a point where we've got so many things available to us that we can just rebuild loads and loads more packs. So our last small rare gold players pack, we're going to get a board at last What are we going to get out of this? It's not a walkout again. So this has been a really, really unsuccessful set of packs. We get, oh, that's not too bad, actually. Brandt and Sancho in there is really nice. And then last but not least, one mega pack. Have I made my 100,000 coins back here? No. I've probably made like 30 to 50,000 coins after all the consumables sell. Obviously, we've got an inform. We've got a few other bits and bobs here and there. But yeah, we're not looking great for total coins returned. Although we have just got a draft token, which is fantastic. That is really, really nice. That obviously saves me having to pay 15k. And then whatever we get from that draft is like coupled in with the rewards from this. So even if it's a first or second round exit, it'll be another nice amount of coins back. But that's where we're at, guys. So what we're going to build for today, like I said, is I am going to go ahead and finish off the Brescia team. I was hoping that we would pack a couple of Brescia players. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to afford the Brescia team, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm going to go and finish it, take that card that's in there, that Verdi card, and then go and build out our Syria squad for today's games. So I'll be right back. All right, guys. So here we go. So I've done Brescia. I've spent like 5,700, 9,000, 10,000, 5,700, 500 on Tonali, 9,000, first owner, and 700. So probably about like what on average about 40k there. Yeah, literally like 40k. But it gets the Syria done for us, which is actually quite good because I've used Dalbert in a team. Oh wait, I'm not even taking Dalbert, am I? No, so I could take Dalbert. We're going to take Verdi. I don't know who my left back's going to be, funnily enough. But we've now got that Verdi in the club, which is great. We've got one pack from Sampdoria, not from Sampdoria, from excuse me, from Brescia. Are we going to get anything out of it? No, we're not. Best thing I could get here is another Brescia player back out of it. That'd be like the ideal there. We don't. We do get another Turkish league player though. So let's go ahead and build our squad for today. It's going to be a Syria squad. Now, I will already have like a first owner Syria squad kind of put together, but I'm not actually looking to build first owner squads for these objectives. Just a Syria squad, right? So Dalbert has gone. So we don't have him anymore. Let us get my Syria players in. Obviously, Edin Dzeko's there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to be taking, of course, Verdi is going to be getting in there. Henrik Mkhitaryan that we completed yesterday is going to be getting in there. Hey, Boa we can pop in there as well, actually. I don't really want to use Team of the Year Ronaldo. And then Chiesa can go in as well. So, Chiesa I do want in. Hate Boa can go in at that left back role. Verdi can go in. Oh, do I want... Oh, I definitely want Mkhitaryan. What do I want to play? Do I want to play a 4-2-3-1? And pop him at cam, pop him at striker, pop him as outside cam, and play Mkhitaryan as a central cam. And then play Alan and Alan in there, basically. So I think we're going to set up like that. The back line's nice. Rajan Anglin is going to be out. Edin Dzeko is going to be out for Martinez. Martinez is obviously the upgraded. No, do you know what? Let's bring Edin Dzeko back in. Let's not play with Martinez. Let's put Martinez on the bench. Let's also put Politano on the bench. And for next week's squad, when we do a Syria squad, we shall look to have the 89 rated version of Politano. I need to convert Mkhitaryan up to a centre forward. I think I have one cam to centre forward card untradeable. Maybe not. I do. Perfect. And then I know I have centre forward to striker cards, but I don't think I need it because we just need to put a Syria manager in, which is exactly what we don't have there. So we send him to the club and get the Syria manager in. Boom. So that's everyone on 10 chem. Now I've got anchors on these cards. I probably would prefer shadows, but hate Boa there. He's also good for another anchor, but because he's only alone, I'm not gonna waste time with it. Instead, we're gonna put on the Sentinel, boost up his dribbling and stuff real nice, and we're actually gonna play him at right back and Danilo at left back because Danilo has a better chem style. So you know, he gets brilliant stats there: 85 interception, 97 heading, 94 defensive awareness, 99 stand, 99 slide, 92 aggression, 90 strength, 97 stamina, 93 jumping. He's already got good base pace as well. And then Danilo comes in with a little bit of pace, not quite as fast. In fact, how much pace? Yeah, no, let's swap them around like that. Pace is so important. We'll play it like that. We'll give Danilo that boost, which still isn't amazing, but it's not too bad either. And so there you go. That's going to be the squad, guys. I want Henrik Mkhitaryan to have a Maestro or a Deadeye. What do I want to put on him? Let me have a look here. He's going to be my central cam, guys, in a 4-2-3-1 for this team. Now, a Deadeye is brilliant for him. A Maestro is even better. So I am going to be putting a Maestro on Mkhitaryan. Do I have one? I have just one. Perfect. We're going to be playing with Ed Dzeko as well, with that Hunter. And then I'm going to be wanting to put on to Verdi, who's going to be one of my outside cams. I'm genuinely excited to use this team as well. Verdi is going to play, I think, with a Deadeye. He's got 4-star, 5-star as well, which is great. A Deadeye for him is good. A Maestro for him might be the one as well. Oh no, Maestro is not good for that finishing. Yeah, I want a Deadeye on Verdi. I might not have one, so I might have to... I won't like waste your guys' time with chem styles if I'm going to buy them. I'll just go and buy them off camera. But rest assured, he will have a Deadeye to him. And then Chiesa, going to be a Maestro on Chiesa. So I don't have another one of those. So I'm going to go and buy those guys. And then we're going to get into some games with this squad. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you there. All right, guys. So... as we carry on in today's Road to Glory video, we are building a draft. You guys are going to get to watch the draft, and we've got a few things to digest and talk about today. And the first thing I want to talk about, which I'll talk about in much more detail in tomorrow's SBC to Glory video, but I put a string of tweets, a thread of tweets about the game. And it's more about like the League SBCs, but it goes deeper than League SBCs, which is why I definitely want to talk about it again in tomorrow's SBC video, where I can showcase it a little bit more. But it reads as follows. Last year when League SBCs got silly expensive, it was acceptable. Players were higher rated and it could be used in Icon SBCs and other craftable SBCs. Packs back were typically always gold and were generally considerably better than they are this year. This year, the packs have been nerfed and the player ratings have been reduced, and of course, no more Icon SBCs to even craft towards. This initially wasn't an issue because the other leagues were far cheaper on average, and so the trade-off was acceptable. You know, it was lower prices for lower rated players, and indeed lesser packs in return. So, I basically said it was a global reduction, but it still worked as a general process. So even though I haven't really engaged much with the League SBC grinding until very recently, the last sort of like 3 or 4 weeks, I know it was still effective because I saw Nick up until Team of the Year build hundreds, if not thousands of packs, make millions of coins. And so even though it was just a lot more finicky, like lesser packs, you could still make genuine, consistent, long-term profit from the League SBC system. I carried on to say, since the inclusion of Player 3 in the 5 major leagues has created a bad dynamic that has generally rendered the League SBCs utterly useless. I guess that EA would be happy about this because people will stop grinding them, which in turn will make the silver market even worse. And so the reason why EA will be happy about this is because people won't grind them anymore. No more free packs, encourage people to spend FIFA points in packs, which is why I think they'll be happy that the price of these is going up. But what will happen by people not grinding them is it will make them even harder to complete, because one of the biggest supply of silver cards on the market is the League SBC system, because of how many of the minor leagues offer silver packs or mixed packs or Electrum packs or whatever it may be. So I said it made the silver market even worse, which will raise the League SBC price even more, even for the minor leagues. We're at a point now, though, where Brescia is 70k, Belenenses are 40k, Santa Clara are 30k, Dijon are pushing 100k, Stade Brestois are 40k, Paderborn are almost 100k, Berlin are like 60k, and plenty others now growing over the 20k and 30k mark. It sadly killed the League SBC grind. This game, as per text words, is so very unrewarding in so many aspects, it turns me off playing it more and more. And I know I've banged on about draft a lot this year, which is where we're at right now, of course. But it's hilariously the only value for time area of the game, and it's the one you have to pay to enter. First world problems, I know. It just sucks to see the game I love so much take so many steps backwards in the name of profit. And so I know we went through a phase pre-Team of the Year where I was just going on about draft constantly. I was playing draft constantly. I was playing a lot of draft like literally in my own time for fun. Didn't make video content out of it. Didn't even make streaming content out of it. I would just sit here at night playing draft because I was just generally enjoying it. And so it's sad to me because I had just found a new love, not love, but I just found a new enjoyment level in the road to glory with grinding League SBCs, picking up the players, you know, getting the League SBCs ready for the other future players, using the cards to build the other SBC sets and build the, you know, for example, we could start working towards the Leroy Sané. He's got an 84 rated squad, which we can build through League SBC players. He's got an 86 rated squad, which we could take the 5, 88 and 87 rated players and pop them in with some other of the 84s and the Aguirre 85 rated and do that for free as well. And I felt like I was in like a whole, wow, we can actually grind this now. You know, like we're making good profits out of it. We're hitting good packs out of it because of the way we're building different squads. It has purpose all of a sudden, you know. But since they added those 5th players, which obviously added purpose for me and added purpose for a lot of others, a lot of people have started doing the League SBCs that weren't doing them before, which has caused an imbalance in the market. And this is where I think there's a problem with the game. And I talked about this last year, and I got essentially told off from EA for spreading like misinformation. But I'm under the impression, based on just my knowledge of the game and my experience on the game, more so my experience on the game rather than like my knowledge of it, because I don't know how the inner workings of the game work. But it's of my opinion that when a card is in high demand, when it's rare on the market, it triggers something in game that makes it rare in packs. And so previously, in spite of the fact that Norwich, for example, were relatively cheap, you know, you could get the silvers for like 2k or 3k, all of a sudden everyone wants to get that Shaqiri. It bumps the Norwich prices up because the current supply on the market isn't enough for the demand. And so because all of these Norwich silvers get whipped off the market at 2k and then at 3k and then at 4k, and then you've got people paying 5k for the silvers, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, people are paying 7k and 8k for these silvers. It's of my experience, and of course, as I say, it's just my experience, right? I don't have any proof or facts, and EA have said to the contrary, but it's of my experience that what this causes, it causes silver packs to release less and less Norwich players. So, you know, the pack, like the whatever data it uses to determine whether or not you know, 93 Ronaldo pops out or 90 Lewandowski pops out, or for example whatever decides that 84 Pizzi will pop out instead of 84 Kyle Walker, you know, even though they're both 84 rated. It's of my opinion and of my experience that the rarer a card gets, the less it comes out of packs. So now all of a sudden there's kind of been this surge in demand for these Norwich silvers or these Stade Brestois silvers or these Dijon silvers, and it's taken loads off the market, which has triggered the game to be like, oh, this card's super rare, we're not going to put it out anymore. There's hardly any on the market, it's really expensive, it's a high percentage of its total buy now price, we're just not going to drop it on the market. You know, it essentially like almost an algorithm that just determines that it now has a lower pack weight. And I'm not saying EA go in and manually change it and be like, oh, people want Union Berlin players, well, guess what, unlucky, let's dip them. But I feel like there's an algorithm there that dictates how they get put out. And so even if that's wrong, even if it is just due to the fact that there is far more demand than there is supply and there's not enough silver packs getting opened, whichever way around, it's caused this League SBC now to be super inefficient to the point where it's either going to add an unbelievable workload onto the League SBC grind, which we'll go through in tomorrow's video, or it's just going to stop people from grinding the League SBCs altogether. And I think for EA, they don't mind either of those things. You know, the fact that you can't just get so many packs for cheap anymore, or for free, or for profit, or whatever, is a win for EA, I think. But in terms of this series, it knocked me back. It knocked me for 6 because, as I say, I kind of, in my mind, I kind of had a good routine going. Throughout the week, we'll grind for objective players, grind League SBCs, and grind other SBCs to add players to our squads. And then throughout the weekend, we'll use those squads through Champs gameplay. We'll get to do loads of squad builders, try out loads of new players, and go from there. But the core of it all came from the fact that I was enjoying League SBCs. I was enjoying them because we were getting so many packs. So we were obviously packing some nice players. We packed a whole bunch of winter transfer players. We packed headliners. We packed future stars cards. And I was anticipating packing some of the shapeshifter cards. Of course, now, however, I'm not really anticipating packing shapeshifter cards because I don't think I'm going to be doing the League SBCs, which again is going to do something which is a big important factor of what I was planning to do, and that is having essentially an endless supply, depending on how hard I worked for it, of coins. You know, that I can't try all these new players and keep adding players in and keep building teams and using fun players and such if I don't have the funds to purchase them, and obviously every time I sell one I lose a tax and so on and so forth, right? So I think it was important for me that the League SBC system was in play because it was the core and the basis and the springboard, so to speak, of everything that I had going on in the game. So I was talking on stream, and the reason why I built the draft that I built, which by the way, it is the best draft I've had this year. Like, you guys saw that team, 3 team of the years. I think it was like 7 or 8 icons in total. Like, it's an insane draft, and we won the draft here as well today. But what it got me talking about was the fact that even though you have to pay coins to enter the draft, it's the best value for money game mode. Like, specifically, the better you can do. But even if you lose in the first round or second round, you can typically make a good portion of your entry fee back, 60%, 70%, and if you sell correctly, all of it and profit, right? But what you get is you just get to use anyone and everyone. And in terms of the rewards are largely irrelevant if you're not playing the rest of the game mode. You just need to sustain enough coins to be able to continually enter the draft, right? Because in terms of the rewards, who cares if I pack a Prime Icon Moments if I don't want to go and play with that Prime Icon Moments in the game, in champs or rivals or whatever? And so it's got me back to just wanting to play draft, because in draft I get to try new players, new formations. It's not so try hard, and you get that pack back. And I know, as I say, I've banged on about draft many times before, and you know, I've played way more drafts this year than I did last year. I've won more drafts this year than I ever have in any FIFA ever, and we're only in February, right? So we've still got another 5 or 6 months, and especially during the summer, that's where I play with the draft like a whole bunch more. But yeah, the draft for me is just the best game mode, and it's made me now reconsider what I was going to do for this series over the coming weeks until Team of the Season, of, you know, playing with all these fun teams and players and stuff, because I've been stunted at the start point. You know, I've like had my legs cut out from under me, so that eventually, you know, I sell Trent, I sell Robbo, I sell Kante, I sell Mbappe, and I use those coins to keep improving my squads. Eventually, I'm just going to run out of coins and run out of options, and I'm not going to be making those coins back because we're not playing the game to a serious level. We're playing it with the fun teams or whatever. And then outside of that, you know, we're in a position where we're not really making many coins back due to the fact that the grindable aspect has gone. And I was talking about on stream how EA don't create this game for me or for you, probably, like for grinders, for people that put a lot of time and energy and effort into this game. The deeper you go, the more you get into it, the more you recognize and understand that you're the one that's being screwed. The casuals, yeah, sure, they might not ever have the team of the years, and they might not ever have the Prime Icon Moments, and they might not ever have the player moments hazards, or they might miss out on certain like limited time SBCs. But generally speaking, the casual can build a really strong, fairly competitive squad for a casual level with minimal effort. And that's what EA want, because EA want someone to just be like, do you know what? New promo packs, let me just throw 20 quid in. Let me just throw 50 quid in, or 40 quid, or buy 12k FIFA points for the next like 3 or 4 weeks promos. And it creates this, we're back into this world again where the grind, the menu grind in general, I just didn't like, but I found some solace in it because of what else we were doing. But now that's been kind of removed from me, I just sit here and I just think to myself, I just don't want to. It's turned me off the game basically again, to the point where I'm just in drafts. And now this time last year in FIFA 19 Road to Glory, literally during February, most of February was me playing and uploading drafts through the Road to Glory. Even though it was, you know, I know I have a Draft to Glory series that is based around building a draft, playing the games and opening the packs and trying to make profit. But in my Road to Glory, I am just playing draft in the road, like during my Road to Glory. So there might be a lot more of that coming up. So we'll have to see how it goes. But that, guys, is going to be the end of this draft. We're going to get into the packs now. So I will be right back. And there you go. And I mean, the draft itself was amazing. Really, really amazing. Let's see. Let's hope we can get something good here, man. Come on, what do we get? I mean, at least with guaranteed profit. Come on, give me one of those greens, man. Get rare gold out of this one. No boards. Hey, you don't say those things. Got some more players towards League SBC grinding. All the boards. And Babu. I'd love an Babu right now. Or a Hunter or a Shadow, you know what I'm saying? EA is a joke. It can be. Couple more cards to the League SBC grind. Right, come on, here we go. 225k packs. What we saying, EA? What we saying? What we saying? What we saying? I can't even tell if that's boards or not. It looks like it. Let's go. Inform. Come on. There you go. Profit. Happy days. Ooh. Hey, come out as a common as well. That's real nice. Real nice. What kind of rewards is that? One win. You could be mistaken for that, yeah. Easy profit. Yeah, we made a lot of coins here. Well, 10, 15, 20k. Unless we hit something massive out of this, of course. Boards again. No, it's not. God damn it. God damn it. Well, there you go. All right, guys. So we just won the draft there. And to end off today's video, we've got a few packs just from the daily stuff. You'll notice some of my coins are gone from earlier on in the video. That is because I've been banging out silver packs and bronze packs. And I did a few gold packs as well. So I've put in... Oh, we got boards out of this one. That's nice. From the worst pack as well. Oh, Champions League. Champions League walkout. Come on. Something big. Oh, what's that? Manolas. Or is it... Yeah, wait, Napoli. Oh, yeah, no, is it Manolas? Yeah, Manolas. Hey, that's not bad, though. Oh, that's really nice. A Nemes player as well. Yeah, so the reason why I've been doing silver packs and bronze packs a lot is due to the fact that League SBCs have banged in price. I'm going to have a League SBC video out tomorrow talking about it, showing you guys what you can do and how this changes. We got boards again. How this changes the way that we're going to be working and how it changes the way that we're going to be like engaging with the League SBCs. It's not going to stop the series, which I think a few people thought. It's just gonna creates a new problem to solve ultimately. So we'll get through that, but I've still got a lot of objectives to get done on this account this week. I definitely want to get that Acuna ASAP. Don't tell me that the mega pack. Oh no, we've got another board here. That's 3 boards out of 3 from these packs so far. Yeah, so there's still a lot to get done on this account. Ooh, 283s, very nice. It's a shame they're worthless these days. Anything good out of here? No, nothing good there. Oh, I don't want to get... Oh, look at that. Piemonte Calcio. Is that a nuke here? I've never seen that before. I'm going to keep that. Balbuena, we can... Oh, this is untradeable. Oh, this is untradeable? Wait, what? The mega pack is untradeable from that reward set? Oh, that's really frustrating. But anyway, yeah. So I've got some... I want to get Acuna. I want to get... well, I think I want to get Zaniolo. But then again, I don't know. What we're doing right now... with regards to like, oh, that's fantastic. Sheffield United player is really, really nice. What we're doing right now with regards to the account is trying to improve our small teams, our specific league teams, right? And Acuna definitely will do that. He'll obviously improve the Argentinian team and he'll improve the Liga NOS team. So he's a big win. We're going to have to go and get through to get him. This Zaniolo, even though I've completed a lot of it, you need a lot to complete him, right? You need to get 15 assists. That's easy. You need to assist with a lob through ball using Zaniolo and win the game 7 times. And then you also need to score and assist using Zaniolo and win 4 times. And not only is the card that you get to use to do that with trash, the end card, the 86 Zaniolo, is also pretty garbage. So far behind the power curve to the point where I think even if we did get him, I don't think he would make the cut in one of our Serie A squads. We've got a lot of quality Serie A midfielders now. Even if we just look at the special ones, We've got Mkhitaryan, Politano, and we want to get the upgraded Politano. We've got that Verdi card now. We've got that Rajanangalan card, of course. We've got Chiesa, Tonali. We've got the 83 Zaniolo. So, like, I'm just at a point where I'm just like, I don't really think I want to work for him. I just don't think he's worth the time. I don't think he's worth the effort. So I probably won't go for that Zaniolo. Or I'm just going to relegate myself to get Zaniolo. Then I want to get the UCL knockout stages pack done. We've got a couple more games to go, 3 more wins to go with the Mexico and United States squad, and then we get ourselves more. And I think you guys let me know what you think, but I think I'm going to start working towards Neymar Player of the Month. I think it'd be a good addition to the squad. So I think I'm going to want him. So that, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.